Natuto akong maghawak ng pag-abelan bago ko pa man nadiskubre ang aming maringal na kultura ng paghahabi. Ako si Jeannie Lakay. At ako ay isang mga habing isinay. Lumaki ako sa isang tahimik na munisipyo sa Nueva Vizcaya. Sa paanan lang ito ng bulubundukin ng Cordillera. Sa aking pagtanda, naisipan kong lumipat at mamuhay sa Metro Manila. At sa pagitan ng aking pangingibang puok, madalas kong naaalala ang aking kinalakihan.
I'm Annalyn Salvador Amores. I'm an anthropologist and the project leader of the Cordillera Textiles Project. This is an interdisciplinary research in UP Baguio. The Ikat blanket. This is a traveling blanket. Originally, it started with the Isinay in Dupax, Nueva Vizcaya, and it traveled to different communities in Benguet, and then it went to Ifugao through intermarriage. The Ikat blanket traveled to Benguet and it acquired new names. So it's called Adashang. And then among the Isinay, it's called Uwes Pinutuan. And then it went to Ifugao and it's called Kinutian. It is a massive blanket. And the value of that was like, let's say, 6 carabaos. So this shows that the blanket is very valued during that time. So anyone who owns it is really a mark of high social ranking in Ibaloy society. The people attribute this as the queen of funerary textiles because of the complexity of the designs, and primarily this is indigo colored, which follows the color of darkness when the soul travels to the afterlife. They use natural dye, indigo dye, and they also use aswete, the red one. And these are woven by exemplar weavers in the Cordillera.
The rice terraces is not only about the rice terraces as a structure, but everything that has to do with Ifugao culture. So that includes traditional textiles. I'm Marlon Martin. I'm an Ifugao. I'm from the Save the Ifugao Terraces movement, and we organized the Kiangan Weavers Association. Ifugao textiles are also everything about Ifugao heritage. After we do our harvesting in the terraces, farmers in the olden times, they plant cotton. You do your weaving once you've done all the work in the terraces na. So, parte ng cycle ng buhay, ng the traditional life cycle of the Ifugaos. That's what we're trying to, why don't we bring it back Hindi lang para sa mga Ifugaos, no, but tap on culture. If we can, kumbaga, rekindle the passion, if we can awaken the, kung ano yung mga innate na arts and crafts among our people, then it will be a good legacy, at least from our generation to the younger ones.
This tradition of ikat weaving died among the Isinay, but this is now revived among the Ifugao. And in Bauco Mountain Province, the ikat blanket is still woven by an old lady, but there are certain taboos that surrounded this particular blanket.
Father Lambrecht, a Catholic missionary who stayed here from 1916 until the late or early 1950s or 40s. But he came up with a very detailed description of all the textiles of the Ifugao. So we reconstructed all of these blankets.
So we are trying to revive and learn from the Ifugao the process of ikat weaving. This is connected to specifically to ethnic identity for the Isinay people. Right now, there's a struggle for reclaiming their identity. The last evidence of the Isinay blanket woven in the 80s by Felipa Mangayat, she passed on. She's the last Isinay weaver. So that was the last woven Isinay blanket, the dyed ikat, no?
Ikat started disappearing kasi people look for efficiency, for producing things faster. The cotton was abandoned kasi mahal ang cotton and then mahirap ding hanapin. Indigo actually disappeared already when Ifugao started trading with the Ilocanos. The Ilocanos supplied factory-colored threads. Then the natural dyes of course disappeared kasi hindi mo na kailangang mag-dye, nandyan na yan eh.
Unfortunately, there's no interest of reweaving the blanket among the young. But there is one Isinay, her name is Jeannie Lacayos, who's willing to learn about the process. And she just discovered her Isinay roots.
Matagal ko na rin pinapangita yung pagsasamang ito. Mahaba-haba rin yung biyahe papunta dito ah. Ang Kiangan ay munisipyo sa lalawigan ng Ifugao. Bitbit ko ang aking panganay na si Fonzie para makita niya yung ginagawa ko. Baka madala niya ito sa kanyang paglaki. Nauna akong natutong maghabi kasi pinili kong i-baby wear yung bunso namin. Naniniwala akong napapaigting nito ang pinagsamahan ng mag-ina. May dalawa pa akong kasama mula sa Dupax na kasali rin sa ikat workshop. Si Mary Ann, 35 years old, at si Lala na 16 pa lamang. Siya yung pinakabata. Ako naman, 39 na. Nakakatawa lang kasi dito. Para sa mga maghahabi, bata pa daw yun. Sana matutunan kong mabuti yung ibabahagi nila dito sa Ifugao at nang maiuwi ko ito sa amin.
Okay, so good morning. Ay pagkabigat yung ada tayo dito ita, agadan tayo ti ikat warp weaving. Okay, so ada ti weavers tayo from Bontoc, walang Kati from Bontoc, tapos si Manang Ana from Bauco Mountain Province, ni Jeannie, and then si Kat Palasi is from She's Ibaloy and from Benguet. Okay? And we also have the Ifugao weaver, si Master Weaver Lola Benita. And then si Divina is the daughter. She's also the Master Weaver. So today I'll show you some of the samples from the Mosaic Cordillera and also from the Corditex project. So Manang Ana, this is your mother's blanket. So please. Ito ang may pribileho. Ay, wala na sa ba? Okay, so ito yung aladang kung tawagin nila sa ano.
So, isa or dalawa na lang naiiwan na, as far as I know, na gagamit pag ng kaniyang pinutian, at least in its proper context. The reason why these elitist textiles are disappearing is because nawawala yung mga tao na dapat nagsusuot nun. 3 days, it's not enough for you to learn kahit pa yung basics ng ikat, but at least it will give you an idea on how to work on it, and hopefully it will inspire you na ituloy yung aadalin. It's also for the glory of your people. Okay? So, ganun yung flow ng sa inyo.
Dabo. Straight mo. Ramde mo. Tet. Gamot makaan.
Imong dito mo to na to na nina.
Tanggalin nila lang yung table.
At agi damit mo aborte.
Sige, bye. Sige, bye. Siyak ni Benita Balangto. Kasapulan nga maisuro ti sumarsaruno nga generation ta. Kit digijay ko uping tanong maminsan kit handa nga pagan nyamo dita nga nakarigrigat nga trabaho. DJ pa lang anak ko ti umun-una nga sinuruwak. Dagijay anak ko kit handa mat nga kwa naayat damat nga masuruan. Tatakit agab-abel damat. No adamat ti request nga organization pan kami lata gisuro iti damo kit handa nga kayat nga agpaabel ti ubing sudalang kano nga bakit ti agabel ti kasta nga kinutian dapat awan ti ususyoso ngay so nga ipan mi ije awan ti nagado nga tao takit wanin dagijay nga pampamahiin. Hansamet siguro nga maputod dito nga customs and traditions ti may nga tribu kas kala kami dito Ifugao. Maragsakan nakta ti imay nga taga Sinay taday takinutian kita isinay kun kunada idi. So ti kong kunak nga adalin nyo nga usto ata. Maminsan kit agisuro kayo mit ijay ayan nyo. No, ikan na tayo ti apo ti at atidog nga biyag. Kinuan niya pa iti sumarsaruno nga aggadal. Ada tayo pa lang iti biyag mabalin latag suro tayo.
Gusto talaga namin mapag-aralan and to bring back yung traditional way of weaving dun sa Dupax.
Parang kasama yung heaven mo.
Babae.
Pag natin,
Hindi yan. Kasi ito yung mas mo.
sa ilalim ka na sa tanet ka. Ganun pa. Sa ano?
Pangarap ko na madagdagan yung kaalaman ko na hindi lang yung hobby ng bontok. Gusto ko ding ihalo yung ikat para i-mix ko yung bontok at saka yung pan ng Ifugao.
Gustong-gusto kong makita yung paano. Hindi pinasa sa akin yung yung paghahabi ng mga burial clothings kasi bata pa ako. At saka parang sagrado sa kanila.
There was this woman called Palas and she was holding onto a textile. Would you be related to her? And I said, if they're from Atok Benguet, we are related because that's where my ancestors are from. We don't always know the stories behind all the cloth. That's why we don't value the cloth that we make. Growing up in the Cordilleras, I would see textiles used in all the major rituals. So it was something that I could recognize. I now have a better appreciation of the ikat weaves because they're difficult. They're really difficult to do. Ikat is actually a word that describes diarrhea when doing your hand weaving. The colors, the patterns. It means something for somebody who has grown up in these areas. So those things are important.
Our traditional textiles are defined by custom. Thread count, color arrangement, color sequence, the patterns that you use, the technique even in weaving it. It's all dictated by custom law. In a traditionalist society, mahirap na baguhin mo kung anong nakasanayan eh. You'll be considered like deviant. For going against kung ano yung agos ng dapat sinusundan mo lang yun. I think there was also a realization na we should come up with something more, with fabrics that are more in tune with the younger people.
Nawalan ng kuryente ng isang buong araw sa workshop. At sa paglubog ng araw, hindi namin yon hinayaang makasagabal. Kinailangan lang namin maging maingat na hindi magupit ang mga sinulid. Kung hindi, masisira yung pinaghirapang ikat. Nilabas namin yung maliliit naming ilaw. At naging sapat na yun. Sa huling sikat ng araw, nagkaroon ako ng pagkakataon magtrabaho mag-isa. Tahimik. Dinig ko lang yung tunog ng kapaligiran. At ramdam ko yung mahinahong haplos ng hangin. Naghabi lang ako sa tunog ng ulan at pabalik-balik ng paggabilan. Hanggang napansin kong parang may mali. May bumigay na sinulid. Mapalad ako kasi andun pa yung nagtuturo sa akin.
Ito yung kasama niya. Partners lang dalawang thread. So kung naputol yung isang kasama niya, okay lang na i-leave mo siya dyan. So proceed ka. Tapos pag minove mo na siya later on, pwede mo siyang ibalik.
Tapos pag umabot na
Pag umabot na siya.
So, okay. Tinuruan niya ako kung paano ipagsama muli ang mga naputol na linya. Sabi ni Teacher Stephanie, kailangan ko lang raw bumalik at hanapin kung saan nagtatapos yung dalawa. Medyo natagalan din ako. Pero nung nakita ko kung saan yung sira, hindi naman pala ganun kahirap ipagbalik yung dalawa. Yung ikat ng Cordillera ay isang komunal na pamana. Ito ay nagtatahi sa aming lahi at nagbibigkis sa aming mga taga-Cordillera.
I mentioned to the weavers from Bontoc, from Dupax in Nueva Vizcaya, they're not Ifugaos, and we tend to keep secret our traditional crafts, no? But knowing fully well that their people also have this tradition pero nawala. We know kasi we've been through that din eh. At some point in our culture, we've lost a lot of our traditional crafts. And then without the help of other people we would not be able to regain what is lost, no? And in as much as they have this desire to get back what was forgotten, in as much as they want to regain what was lost, and pwede naman naming ituro, then why not? Slowly, 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 there.
May pangpulo na ako!
Okay, today is the last day of our ikat weaving workshop. So we are pleased to present the products of their 3-day work, no? Let us award the certificates.
Yung mga trainer namin, Ma'am Divina at si Ma'am Ginita. Thank you very much. I have learned much dahil sa mga techniques sa cotton. Kasi polyester lahat yung mga hinahabi ko. Thank you very much.
Hello. Thank you very much kasi nakasali ako sa training na to. I'm so proud kasi Sa mga isinay, isa ako sa mga nag-workshop and thank you sa mga bumuo nitong workshop. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you sa lahat. It's great to be part of the community of weavers from Bauco, Ginsadan, the Isinay. We hope we see each other again. And, power on!
Ay, marami po akong natutunan na idagdag po sa mga designs na di-discover ko. Pero ito ang pinaka. Kaya thank you very much. Taos puso po akong nagpapasalamat.
Thank you sa mga trainers. Thank you kay Teacher Stephanie sa pagiging stricto sa amin. Pero sa pagiging stricto niya, sobrang natutunan namin lahat. Promise, ibabalik namin. Pag-uwi namin, gagawin namin lahat.
May masasabi ka ba sa natutunan mo for the last 3 days?
Sa totoo lang, marami pa akong natutunan dito. Kasi dati hindi ako nag-wave. Nung pumunta po ako sa Dupax, doon po ako natutong mag-wave dun sa pinsan ko. Kaya thank you kay Simona. Jenilyn kasi madali kong natutunan yung mga tinuturo niya sa akin. Thank you.
Look at your work, all beautiful, no? So I think we met the objective of the ICAT workshop to bring everybody together. And I hope the training doesn't end here, no? When you get back to your homes, please teach the others, no? Share what you learned from this workshop. And of course, to honor your ancestors who once made this ikat blankets.
This is all about reconnection. It's not just reconnecting the Isinay with the Ifugao, with the Kankanay, the Bontok, all of you, but how to find the connection with one another. And I'm feeling it here right now, you know. You don't know it, but you are now one vibrant community.
First of all, I'd like to say that I have loved the Cordillera always and ever. But today, you showed me again the reason why. Because there's something about Cordillerans and the place that's really special. And it's something that I hope and I always have wanted to share with other Filipinos and to share with the world because we have something unique here.
Congratulations, teachers and students. We're all working for heritage. This is not just about gaining something from what we're weaving. It's more of gaining something back for our people, for our culture. This is far bigger than us, no?
Dito, nasa alapaap ang utak ko. Pero matatag na nakaapak ang aking mga paa sa lupa. Ang paghahabi ay nakikita kong isang pahayag ng nakaraan. Yung ginagawa namin ay parang pagsasalaysay ng kasaysayan. Para sa akin, isa rin itong paraan para ipahayag ang iyong sarili. Paraan siya para ipakita kung sino ka. At kung saan ka nagmula. Bukod sa mismong paghahabi, isa siguro ito sa pinakamatimbang na natutunan ko rito. Sa Dupax del Sur ako pinanganak at lumaki. Ito ang tinabuang lupa naming mga Isinay. Nakilala kami bilang mahusay na manghahabi ng uwes pinutuan. Nagbukas ako ng munting paggawaan dito sa Dupax noong 2020. Sa may pasukan, meron kaming maliit na pagpupugay para kay Nanay Felipa, ang huling kilalang manghahabi ng uwes pinutuan. Hindi namin natapos yung trinabaho namin sa Kyangan. Pero ibig sabihin lang ito ay kailangan namin ipagpatuloy ang aming nasimulan. Mag-isa kong unang inaral ang paghahabi. At naisip ko lang, kung kaya kong turuan ng aking sarili, kaya ko rin gabayan ng iba. Pangarap kong mapanumbalik ang mahusay na manghahabing Isinay.
Pag nasimulan ko yon, tas napalaganap ko siya dito sa Isinay, tas dadami na, para siyang proud moment na andito na siya ulit, nabuhay na siya ulit.
Bago ako bumiyahe mula Ifugao papuntang Nueva Vizcaya, sinabihan ako ni Marlon na dumaan sa kanila. Ibinahagi niya sa akin itong indigo cutting na bukas palad na ipinamahagi ni Kat Palasi sa iba. Merong kasabihang Isinay, di panlav laviar, ehawan rima sa notar. On mantanomar ot manani. Ngayon, nawawari ko na. Tagpi-tagpi ang lahat ng bagay.